Now let us have this another example, no? An elevator. Okay. Now let's first discuss the sequence of operation on how do we use an elevator. Okay. So first, upon entering, okay, if you want to enter an elevator, we press a floor button, no, dito, no, ipipress natin kung going up ba tayo, going down ba tayo, at kung um, level 2 ba, level 3, and so on. So, we press the floor button. So, what do we do next? No, up after pressing the floor button, we expect that the door will, upon entering, pag nakapasok na tayo, no, the door automatically closes. Or to be more specific, upon pressing the floor button, we expect the door to open, and then we enter, and then the door will close automatically. Now, what will happen next? So, the elevator rises up to the selected floor. Okay? And next is it will stop at the right floor level, and then the door will again open for you to exit, no? The elevator, and the door automatically close. So this is the sequence of operation. Now, let us identify the input or the stimulus, now the desired response, the output response, and the actual response, and the process. Okay? So, as you are viewing this, try to answer. What do you think is the answer to this, no, in our elevator system? Okay? So you could practice, no? If you are learning something. But of course, we are going to answer this now in the next slide. But just a sort of an activity, no, for you to tinker about. So what do you think is the input stimulus of the elevator system? No, for one process, no, isang process lang yun na ginawa natin. We are at a certain level, sabihin natin sa level 1, gusto natin kunwari pumunta sa level 4. So for that one sequence of operation, ano yung ating input or stimulus, ano yung desired response, ano yung output response, ano yung actual response, at ano yung process. Okay, so here it is. So, the input or stimulus is when we press the button, okay? And the desired response is the selected floor, okay? So, the output response is the rising up, no, of the elevator, and the actual response is it lands on the correct floor. Kasi syempre hindi naman ito kung hindi maayos ang system, it could land somewhere parang, kumbaga parang lampas or kulang, no, sa desired floor level. And the whole process is the automated response, no, of the elevator. Okay? So, I hope you've tried answering kanina, and did you get it right? So take note that in studying control system, it is important, no, as a technologist, to be able to know how to identify the variables and subsystems of the control system. No? So this is very, very important. And also, yung ating color-coded words kanina sa taas, variable ba siya, signal ba siya, uh, device ba ito, physical devices, you should be able to identify. You're going to have an activity about it later. Okay? So, wag kakalimutan, no, anong kaibahan ng signal, ng variable, sa physical devices. Ang signal or variable, wala itong physical device. So, once more, yung knob is a device. So, hindi siya variable, hindi siya signal. Ang setting ng knob Yun ang variable or yun ang signal. Pinapaulit-ulit ko. Plus kasi ilang beses nang nagkakamali yung student ko, ilang taon na akong nagtuturo neto, tinuro ko na nga, pero pagdating ng exercises or quiz, may nagkakamali pa rin. Nalilito pa rin sila. I don't know, nag-aral ba yun o hindi. Very simple lang naman, di ba? So, I hope you get, no? Dito, laging nagkakamali ang mga student dito sa pag-identify ng input or stimulus. Ang pag-turn on ng power supply, lagi nilang sinasagot yun eh. May assignment kasi kayo, no? And then, pinapa-identify ko ito. And then, yung input stimulus nila is yung pag-turn on ng power supply. No. No? For example, you have a microwave, okay? And then yung nag-turn on ka ng power supply, no, it's not yet the input stimulus. Okay? Ang microwave mo, ito turn on mo na yon. Naka-turn on na yon, 'di ba? Naka-plug na yon. Depende kung manual analog na microwave ano lang yon, no? Wala masyadong feedback system doon. So, ang pag-turn on, hindi yun yung input stimulus, kundi yung pag-select mo kung ano ba yung time, no, time settings or level ng temperature, yun ang input stimulus, not the pressing of the power supply. Kasi siguro sa example na to, pressing the button ng elevator, kaya pagdating dun sa pressing the button din. Pero what button? Hindi yung button ng power supply. Kasi power supply button yung sinasagot nila. I hope that's clear. Now, let us now discuss the responses, no? The desired performance of the elevator. Okay? So, the first performance, or rather, inside the elevator, what we want is a smooth ascent and land at the desired floor level. Tama? So, ayaw naman natin yung parang nalulula tayo sa loob. Okay? So, that desired performance, technically, we call that transient response curve. Okay? So, let us describe the technical manner, no, the desired performance of the control system. And please take note of the terminologies. Now, we have here a graph that shows the transient response curve. So this curve, this curve is what we call the transient response curve of the elevator system. Most of the system is ganito naman, no, ang expected na transient response. Okay. So, we're going to, okay, let me discuss to you. So, the transient response is this portion, no? Okay, we are in the next slides where we have the definition of this. Each transient response, steady state error. Okay? And then starting from the first level and then to the fourth level. So I want you to picture to memorize this graph, no? So that when we proceed to the next slides, we will define this. Napipicture out nyo pa rin. Okay? So, this level at level 4, okay, that is the input command, no? Our desired command. Okay? Okay, and the transient response is this portion of the curve wherein varying, no? Varying yung elevator location. Ibig sabihin, ito yung portion na umaangat yung ating elevator from first level, papunta siya sa fourth level. Okay? At ito yung portion na nag-land na ang ating elevator. And for discussion purposes, in-emphasize lang na hindi naman lahat ng system hindi perfect. So, may sort of steady state error na tinatawag. Okay? And I want you to take note also the time, no? From zero time to what time, gaano katagal, no? Ang transient response, no? What is the amount of time bago niya na-reach yung steady state response. Okay? So, you interpret the graph and what do you think will be the performance?